All right, so here we're looking at worksheet 11.1. I want you to make that heading nicely for me, please, before we begin. So we're looking at carrying on with Pythagoras. So we would get a question that says, what length of wire is required to connect the top of a 23-meter TV antenna? So here's your TV antenna. So, and it's 23 meters. To hook 6 meters from the base of the antenna. So the hook is here. Okay. And they want to know what the length of wire is. They want to know what this is. So we know that that's the hypotenuse. So we always start off with a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We then say, right, our a squared is 23 squared. Our b squared is 6 squared equals c squared. Now, what I'd like you to do is write this out, but try and stop me, do it, and then check that you've done the right thing. So in your calculator, go 23 squared, write it underneath, plus 6 squared, write it underneath, and get yourself an answer, and let's see if ours match. Okay, then what do we do with our answer? We square it. Okay, and you do that and see what answer you come to, and remember, 1 decimal place. All right, number 2, in a junior baseball, the distance between the bases is 20 meters. So what they're saying is from here to here is 20, from there to there is 20, 20, 20. Calculate the distance the catcher must throw the ball from the home plate, which is over here, to second base. So he wants to know what this is here. So we already know that that's 20, and we already know that that's 20. So we know we've got to find our hypotenuse again. So a squared plus b squared is c squared. So your a squared will be 20, and your b squared will be 20. Oh, wrong numbers. So your a squared is 20, your b squared is 20. Ignore what mine say. I want you to square the first one, square the second one, and get your answer. And then when you've got that answer, I want you to do it the square root of that answer. Just remember these ones are not correct, okay? Yeah, good. You can go on that one. Right, number 3. John is laying a concrete slab, 12 meters, so 12 meters by 3 meters in front of his shed. Just move this a little bit. There we can see the 3 meters. He uses Pythagoras to check that the corners of the slab are right angles, which means that this line here must be straight. So he wants to know, what should the length of the diagonal of the slab be when the corners are 90 degrees? So they want to know what this is. So we know that that's 3 meters. We know that this side is 12 meters because that side is 12 meters. So there again, we've got to find the hypotenuse. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So you want you to write it in. What do you think a squared is? It will be 1 of 3 squared, and b squared will be 12 squared. There you go. Wrong numbers again. So you can put the right numbers in this time, okay? Underneath that, I want you to square each number. Square that number and square that number. And then what do you do with this one? You do the square root of it. Correct. This is a really good practice on my mistake.